What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today for Vlogmas we are gonna make some Firecracker Meatballs from HelloFresh. Before we keep going, I just want to say it's not sponsored. We quit getting HelloFresh because we couldn't afford it, and yeah. So anyways.
Also, some things on the recipe we don't do.
Right. We don't have everything that the recipe calls for, so we don't do it, or we substitute it. Anyways. This is one of our favorite recipes that we like using all the time, and she'll be making it. I'll be following her around and try to get a good video. So let's get started.
Okay, so the recipe calls for green beans, but we don't have any green beans. So I'm just gonna make some garlic roasted potatoes as a side, but you don't really need a side anyways. It's the garbage. The recipe calls for smaller potatoes, but we only have this one potato. I suck at cutting. Don't judge. I still have to figure out how I should cut it. Okay. Now that you have oddly sized and shaped potatoes, it's time to put them on a baking sheet. Really? You're recording my faults.
Everything.
No. So these potatoes cook longer than our meatballs. So, but we are gonna use the same sheet. So I think I'm just gonna put the potatoes in first and then take the baking sheet out when it's anyways, and then I'm gonna take the baking sheet out when it's time to put the meatballs on there, flip the potatoes and put them back in for like another 14 to 18 minutes, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to season the potatoes. But you know, since I recorded, I was gonna have it set up over there. Could use basil. Why not? Okay, so now we're going to toss the potatoes with salt and pepper and oil and paprika and other herbs. They're called herbs. But I'm just going to toss them on this baking sheet. So first I'm going to put a little bit of oil. Honestly, don't follow this recipe if it's not good. Never tried it before. And our countertop is clean, so don't worry about that. And my hands are clean. I'm not a cook, okay? I hate having oil on my hands. I hate it so much. Now we're gonna add salt and pepper. How much salt do you think?
Sprinkle it.
It's probably enough. And pepper, I love pepper. Sometimes this comes out a little weird. And garlic powder. They use real garlic. We'll just put a little bit and mix it in again. And paprika for some color. Okay, let's mix these again, guys. Just so they all get coated the same. Personally, I feel like because they use real garlic, maybe we should add more garlic powder since they use real garlic. Let's do that. This whole video is going to be me washing my hands. So it's time to put them in the oven. You don't have to record me every time I wash my hands.
No.
So I'm going to put them in for 25 minutes. First, We're going in there. Say goodbye to them. Sure. Okay, the next thing, because I've already made these, I already know it's the green onions. Because this is my favorite dish. I don't know why. I hate meat. These green onions, you cannot. Look how bad they are. Don't be showing people that. These green onions, guys, are dead. But I'm going to use what's left of them, okay? But we don't judge in this household. So I'm literally just going to break off the dead pieces. These have been in our fridge for a really long time, actually. Bruh, if I can cut it off. Let's just break it off. Okay. So I have to wash these. Let's wash these. And the knife, probably. We've had these for so long. And the knife, because we use it for our potatoes. Whoops. I feel like everyone's judging me. Are you judging me?
No.
Yeah, you are. So, the next thing that we do different from the HelloFresh recipe is we don't use ginger. We don't put ginger in it. We have before and we didn't taste the difference, so what's the point of buying one little thumb of ginger if you're not even going to use it? The greens, which are all gone, I'm going to keep for like the toppings, but the whites of this onion, sorry, I'm really bad at slicing them. The whites are going to go inside of our meatballs. Okay, so these are gonna go inside our meatballs. The next thing is we make the firecracker sauce. Ryan and I double it because it's really good, and I feel like what the recipe calls for isn't enough. So we make the 4-serving sauce. So in the sauce, you get a bowl. It says a large bowl, but you literally don't need that big of a bowl. Let's just do this one. So first we need mayo. Actually, let's put these away first. Oh, I forgot to put basil on it. That sucks, huh, guys? Nobody told me either. The first thing we're gonna add is mayo. How much mayo? 4 tablespoons of mayo. Don't record me pulling out my pants. Pants are too big. Okay. Bruh, this isn't reality TV. Okay. So 4 tablespoons of this bad boy. 1, 2, 3. Also, the ingredients do not sound good together, but they really are. That was 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then sour cream, which is also 4 tablespoons. Don't worry, there's not 4 tablespoons in here, which there's not. We have another one. Should I just... Why even wash it, huh? I'm obviously not going to dip into it. It's not even mixed. We get every last scoop in this household. Okay, so that's 1. Okay, 1.5. This is expired. Yesterday. Okay, so that's 2. 3. Then we add honey, which you guys probably like, yuck. 4 teaspoons. Last time I went a little bold and just squeezed a big old thing in here. But it's okay. So 4 teaspoons. This honey is local. It's really hard to get the honey out of here. Probably more like 3.5. Oh, sorry. And then soy sauce, 4 teaspoons of that as well. This soy sauce, you guys, we like literally bought it for this recipe. That's how much firecracker meatballs we eat. No, I use it for fried rice too, but. Okay, so 4 of these as well. 1, 2, 3. And sriracha, which we actually have.
How much?
To taste. That's probably. Do you think that's enough?
Yep.
Use this big one because the small one is in the dishwasher. It looks so disgusting, guys, but it's so good. I wish I had the small whisk. The sriracha really adds a kick. Look at that, guys. It's pretty thick, huh? We're gonna set this aside, guys, for later. Now it's time to cook the rice. So let me get some rice out. Which leads us to the next thing that we don't do. You're supposed to toast sesame seeds, but we don't have sesame seeds, and why would we buy sesame seeds? So we literally just make white rice, nothing special. However, we don't have a strainer to cook the rice. Also, the recipe calls for 1/2 cup, but I'm going to make 3/4 of a cup. I don't know, I just feel like 1 cup is too much, and 1/2 cup for the both of us is not enough. So we're gonna do 3/4. So to wash the rice, as I said, we don't have a strainer, and I hate this bag. Who designed this? Why is there a sealable thing on the middle of the bag? Anyways, so we don't have a strainer, so I literally just wash with my hands. So I literally just pour it into the pot that I'm going to use and literally wash it with my hands. And watch all the starch come out. Look at that. Yucko. And then the worst part is getting the water out, because you never can without losing some rice or leaving water in there. And we do have a strainer, but the holes are bigger than the rice. For Christmas, I should have asked for a strainer. Yes, I'm eyeing this. Don't judge, guys. I'm trying to get that off. And did you see me pour it?
Yeah, you totally missed. Just use your fingers.
I know, but it gets stuck to my fingers.
And dunk it in the water.
Okay. That looks like enough water. Okay. So now I'm gonna also add some salt because why not? And then I'm going to cook the rice. So cooking on this one. I put it on a high heat.
Wrong one.
Whoops. Don't record that part. Don't leave that part in. I put it on a high heat until it boils, and then I turn it down to a simmer, cover it, don't lift the lid for like 15 minutes. So while that's cooking, it's meatball time, which that is gonna go off, but we should leave it in there anyway since it has to cook for 45 minutes to an hour. So what am I doing? I was gonna get the ground beef out of here. You have to cut that out. I'm serious. We put this in the fridge yesterday to thaw it for today. And yeah, so now let's just use this one. I get a big bowl and I'm going to add the ground beef. Whoa, I slipped that out of my hand. So this is just a pound of ground beef and panko. So you're supposed to use panko breadcrumbs, which we do have, but I'm trying to use up the rest of this. So I've just been using this, which I don't even know if there's enough in here. for panko, 1/4 cup. There's too much going on over there. These are also Italian style, so this might change the way it tastes. Actually, it doesn't. We've used panko before and it tasted the same. So use what you have. Look how much is left in there. What are you gonna use that for? Okay, my rice is boiling, so I'm turning it down to a simmer and covering it. And this is too big. And covering it, and then telling my homegirl Alexa over here, Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
Set a timer. 15 minutes. Starting now.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it on. It's been in there for 25 minutes. Let's put it in there for another. Oh! Let's put it in there for another 10. Okay. Just so we can keep track of how long it's been in there. The next thing you're supposed to add is some ginger. I already said we don't do that. So we're gonna add these in, which this is like the whites of the green onion or scallion. And then some soy sauce. So this is why I just guess. It'd probably be like 2 teaspoons, huh? And salt. And salt. And pepper. Okay. Then we mix. My nails are so long. I'm gonna mix with my hands. Actually, I'm gonna wash my hands first. Okay, so mix it. This is the grossest part. It's so cold too. Look at that. Imagine just one big hamburger. So the next part is to form the meatballs. Typically I form it and then place it, but because our baking sheet is in there, I'm just gonna form them and then keep them in the bowl. It also says like 1.5 inch meatballs, but I don't measure. I just put them into balls and hope for the best. Okay, 11 meatballs. Now we need to place them. I'm gonna wash my hands thoroughly first. Okay, now I need to take out the potatoes. So now I'm gonna take these out. And I'm going to flip them. And then I'm supposed to have oil on this side. How should I oil it? Just put some. And then add our meatballs. Just be careful because this one can be by herself. And then put it in the oven for 15 minutes. So I'm putting this back in the oven for 15 more minutes. Alexa, how much time is left?
You have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on your set a timer.
So our rice is almost done. But that's okay. So now there's nothing really left to do until the meatballs are done.
What else can you do while you wait?
Ryan can clean, and Eugenia is eating the tree. Eugenie. I wanted red pepper flakes, not Eugenie pieces of hair. Do you guys hear that? Okay, so I'm gonna check the temperature of the meatballs. They're done. Okay. Let's just set it aside. Okay, so our food is done. The next thing we're gonna do is actually serve the rice. So our rice is done. Look at it. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna serve it with this one. Ryan and I both love rice, so we make kind of a lot. More than the serving amount. Now it's time to plate the meatballs and the potatoes. I'm just gonna use the same one that we used for our potatoes. They look a little crisp, but hopefully they're good. So I'm gonna put some potatoes on your plate. Don't try them yet. Put it back. Really? Who does a taste test in the middle of the show behind the camera?
I do, the cameraman.
You can have that one. Okay, and now it's time for meatballs, which is obviously not the right serving utensil.
Why don't you get some tongs?
Because why dirty some more dishes?
Just one.
Huh?
It's just one.
Whoa, whoa. Okay. What? You know what? Okay. And then the best part.
No, that I'm just. It was funny. You could put it back.
Oh, that's your plate anyways. Okay, now for the best part. The sauce. Obviously, we shouldn't be using this for the sauce. But
Why don't you get a spoon?
why don't you just do it for me, right, guys? This is literally the best part of the whole meal. It tastes so good on the meatballs and on the rice. Probably tastes good with the potatoes too. Then sprinkle some of these bad boys on there. We better use all of them. And then also some Korean red chili pepper flakes, but this is just red
We
pepper.
have some.
Oh, we do have some.
Yeah.
But we bought these for that.
Yeah, but we still
Okay.
have some. Might as well
We
use
do
it.
still have some from HelloFresh. So these are Korean chili flakes. Maybe they're not even that different. Oh, they are really different. Look at that. Oh, it's kind of a lot. I like chili. Do you want more?
No.
Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna put some of those on my potatoes.
Okay.
There's still a little bit in there. Okay, guys. That's it.
Let's do taste test.
Okay, guys. First, I want to taste the potatoes. Not bad. And I forgot to put the herbs.
No, it's really good.
Okay. The best part. The meatball. You guys, I don't like meat, right, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, this is so good.
Oh yeah. It's delicious.
Really good, guys. I recommend this recipe. I really do.
Yes. Definitely.
And like, if you want to be more healthy, you could make cauliflower rice instead of white rice. You can use like ground turkey or ground chicken instead of ground beef.
Or plant-based meat.
Or plant-based meat. Or like, instead of potatoes, because we don't really eat that healthily.
Because this one uses green beans.
Green beans or like broccoli, like any type of veggie.
Anyways, guys, that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack that like button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me a lot. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.